Hey everybody, it's time with Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold On Flavor. This week I had an opportunity to get to the western side of our state and get to see the Cherokee Reservation. And it was absolutely a wonderful time. Nice crisp air, the elk were out, the leaves were changing, there was balance. And that's why I love this dish that we're going to do today. It's a fall classic. It is Italian wet-in soup. Now, it's not about marriage with this Italian. While that is the translation of it, it is about the flavors blending together. That's the marriage that they're talking about, not weddings. But it is served. It's always served at a wedding. Anyway, we'll do that, and should be served with a good bread. I have some French bread. I'm gonna put some seasoning on that and put that aside. But let's get into it. I've made meatballs many times before, so if you've been with me any length of time, you know the deal. Ground beef, sausage. You want to take it to an extra level. Ground veal would be wonderful in here. Parsley. 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, onion. Italian seasoning. Salt. Pepper. Breadcrumbs. Milk. 1 egg. Parmesan cheese. I've rolled out my meatballs. That's about the size you want. A little bit bigger than a quarter. Think about that size. You want it to fit on 2 1/3 pounds of ground beef, one pound of mild Italian sausage. I highly recommend you don't need more than 2 pounds if you're making a batch, but who knows? You might like a lot of meatballs. But now I'm going to fry these up first, and then I'll get going on the soup. Okay, you want to caramelize your meatballs. Basically, you want to give them a little bit of a crust. You could put them in the soup if you wanted to directly. I find this is better. Because these are so small, they do cook up very fast. I am not interested in making sure they're cooked all the way through at this point of the game. I just want to make sure that they get a little bit of a crust on them, that they caramelize, right? My last meatball's going. Turn that on. I have my Dutch oven, a little bit of olive oil at the bottom. I'm going to do my mirepoix, which is onion, celery, and carrot. All right, we'll cook that up. So here are my onions and carrot. Okay, I'm just softening this up, and then once that's done, then I am going to add my garlic. Some white wine. You can use whatever you want to use. This is a Sauvignon Blanc. After my white wine's been going, a quick stir here. Next up, chicken broth. I keep saying to myself, I need to make some more of my own. These are the 48 ounce containers. One's not going to be enough, but I don't think I need quite 2. Especially with all those meatballs. Let me get that in first. It's very common to find this soup with escarole, but you can really use any leafy vegetable. I'm okay with it. I don't dislike it, but I do love spinach. So I'm going to use baby spinach here. And again, this will shrink up, so don't be shy. Going to add my meatballs. Now this is the part where you want to be a little gentle because you can break up those meatballs. Not that it'll do anything, but just... And good. I do have some more room in here. So I'm going to put some more spinach. Now this is where I'm a little different than other people. I do not, I try not to, put my pasta into my soup. So what a lot of people would do right now is they'd bring this up to a slow simmer, and then they would add their pasta, right? So pastini, I've seen with orzo, or even with ditalini, right? So I'm going to make my pasta in a separate container. Just let this go for a little bit. Because again, some of those meatballs were not done. I'm going to let those come back up. So I'll just let this left open a crack. Let that go on a slow simmer. Hey friends, it's Todd from Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold On Flavor. This week, Italian wedding soup. I wish I had this up in the mountains last week, or this week earlier. All right, let's see how this is. This is one of my favorite soups. Definitely something to be shared with a friend in your new home. If I can be of assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out. Till next week, take care.